Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another 3v3 fastest map on StarCraft Brood Wars Remastered. We're going to go ahead and jump into replay number 230 tonight. It's a 12-minute affair with 3 Terran, 2 Protoss, and 1 Zerg. And of course, you'll get a welcome from a familiar face in this one, as per usual. So let's go ahead and take a look at the teams. In the top right corner, we've got Craft West, the Red Terran, as I guess he's saying have a good game, but it looks like he's already giving up. But anyways, Red Terran on team number 1. In the bottom left corner, the second member of team number 1 is Triple H 1010, the Purple Terran. And then the last member of the team in the middle right is John Redcord 1129, the White Terran. So a full Terran team. That's very interesting. So let's go ahead and check out team number 2. In the top left corner, we've got Chain Gang, the Teal Zerg. And all the way in the bottom right corner, we've got VLDKFL, the Blue Protoss. And then across the way in the middle left, we've got Piero Lopez, the Brown Protoss. So 2 Protosses and a Zerg against 3 Terrans. It'll be really interesting to see what all the Terrans decide to do. So as we check out maybe what Purple's decided to do, which right now is to do a rush into Brown's base. Looks like this might be a Fire Bat rush. We've seen a lot of that recently. That does require an academy, however. Oh, he's just going Marines. Maybe he's trying to do some kind of bunker rush. He's sending another SCV to help with this. Brown's saying, fuck my brother. So I think he knows that something is happening. What a play here by Purple, getting real cheeky. So if we look at the APM, Purple is... Come on, you dead anyways. UB's one moment, idiots. I don't know what that means. I think he's just upset that this is absolutely going to destroy him. So, this guy doesn't even have a forge yet, so the best he can do is get out some... Oh wow, so this guy's very upset about this. I mean, you can be mad all you want, but you can't... Why be mad at someone for making a great play like this? Protoss cannon rush all the time, so he tries to send the probes to go and attack this bunker, and it does not work. He has a few zealots that are trying to help, but it's not going to happen. He's placed this really, really well. Here come a few units to help out. A white and a blue Marine, or a white and a red Marine. Alright, so he's saying everyone's idiots. Wow, this guy is extremely upset about this. And he leaves the game. Wow. Beautiful play by Purple. That was absolutely perfectly executed, and he's actually doing enough to sort of keep himself safe in base. So he's completely abandoning this, moving on. Here come all the Marines. We're all moving on as well. Alright, let's check out all the other Terran teams. Alright, so this is just a bunch of bunkers and supply depots in a big line. And then over here, a little bit better of a setup here. He's got the academy sitting on top of 3 barracks. So 3 barracks for both. Well, only 2 right now for me. In the meantime, Blue getting a wall off going. He's getting a cybernetics core. Looks like he's macroing up to something. In the meantime, here's Teal. We're seeing that he's got a few sunken colonies, but really not too much else going on. I think a few well-placed tanks could really take that guy out, so we'll see who decides to do that. In the meantime, Purple's just going to sort of macro up while we do our thing. Looks like an engineering bay coming in from Red. Another barracks coming in from White, so we're not seeing tanks, which are probably what's going to take that out. Oh, so Red finds a good angle away from the Sunkens. He's going to be able to take out that hatchery. Really nice job. And in the meantime, I coming in with my Marines. We're probably going to get absolutely massacred by this sunken colony line, but they'll at least do a little bit of damage. Man, this Sunkens just destroy Marines. Alright, in the meantime, this hatchery almost dead. A couple of Zergling's trying to come save it, but I think it's going to go down. Really nice pick there by Red with just a few Marines. And here I come from the other side. Now I'm realizing what the play is supposed to be. Alright, so I keep my guys there. Now I move them in so they can die. Alright, so in the meantime... Oh yeah, medics would probably be really good here. Alright, so factory is coming in there. Here's some factories coming in here. Here's one coming in here. So, the minute these factories get going, it's going to be bad news for everyone. But right now, Blue's setting up drops, and he has been sitting down here completely uncontested. So he could get a very easy Reaver drop, particularly on White. Man, it's so unprotected. It's just not even funny. Alright, so anyways, we're sort of setting up to assault TL. He's only got 16 workers. He's had to spend a lot of money trying to get himself going. In the meantime, Red moving up and trying to go around to the mineral line. I'm sending my guys down here. Alright, so they're coming in here, trying to avoid these sunken colonies. He's found the angle. These Sunkens are still doing a lot of work. But again, we're making him react with a lot of missile turrets. He's saying river 4. I think he's saying we need to go check out what's going on with that guy. Alright, so I do find an angle to attack this hatchery without this Sunken being able to go after it. Here come the Zerglings to deal with this. Alright, here's more Marines coming out. There's got to be some tanks coming soon. Alright, here's a couple from Red. Teal, or Purple, still a little behind from that early rush. He's getting them as well. Alright, so this guy's been able to hang in there long enough that now Blue is about ready to get this Reaver drop going, and that might just be the end of the game. He could easily drop Red, White, and that would be it. Alright, so we're keeping a watchful eye on what Blue's doing. In the meantime, we're just continuing the pressure for his liver. Yeah, he's trying to warn us for what's about to happen. Alright, so we're sending in Marines now with Stimpak and medics. We're just trying to overwhelm this defense. So many Marines coming in up here. So this huge assault is happening. Here comes some vultures. In the meantime, Blue is just getting himself prepared for this drop. He's going to have zero opposition to this. Luckily, my barracks are at least close to my base, but this is about to just be terrible. In the meantime, this is doing some damage. Here's one tank. A bunch of vultures coming in to help. Here comes Blue. And oh my goodness, is he just wide open to take out all of my workers. I'm down to 7. He goes, I told ya. He's totally right, man. He tried to warn us. And there it goes. Oh my goodness. Just absolute destruction. Alright, and he's able to basically take out my base and all my workers, and now he's going to go up and do the same thing to Red, who also doesn't have anything to protect himself. Red has a little bit more to defend himself with, but not enough. Oh my goodness, he comes in and just destroys this guy too. Down to 12 workers. Oh my goodness. And now Teal, pretty easily recovering here, is going to send in a couple of units to just probably finish everything off. Alright, so we move all the Marines here. We send some vultures out to try to get some semblance of defense here. Red's in a lot of trouble. He's leaving the Reavers up there too, so he can't rebuild. Oh, this is just a disaster. Purple, though, has been sitting down here doing a whole lot of nothing since then. Like, He might have told us that was going to happen, but he didn't do anything to help us from stopping it. Alright, so this Vulture's trying to help out. Red does have this choke point, so he might just have enough to survive by the littlest of bits. He does with that tank that barely lives. Alright, so I'm sending all my units up to Red to try to protect him. Yep, I'm saying purple, we need you. Yeah, this is when he needs to start like doing something. Like, why isn't he up putting pressure on someone, like, or dropping? Like, he's just sitting there. Alright, here comes the drop on purple. So he does have these missile turrets that are showing that these are coming. He might not be able to get through. Oh, he drops one. So he does stop it. So he sets up pretty well against it there. That was a good job. But there is one Reaver in his base, so he'll be able to take it out. In the meantime, Red slowly and steadily getting pieced down. Teal's sending units, but not fast enough. He's going to take a minute to macro up. I think Red finally cleared those Reavers. He's building a factory. You should just keep. He should start mining out of this base if he's going to have it here. Meantime, Blue getting another giant drop ready. All right. Man, what a crazy just turn of events here. And that is a Terran weakness, you know, just being able to defend against a drop like that is so difficult, but requires you to be very defensive. Alright, so here's Red. He's getting repaired and ready for what might be coming his way. Teal taking the time to macro up. He's got some units. They're not upgraded. I don't think any of these units are upgraded either, though. Oh, and here comes the death drop to end all death drops. And I do not imagine that I stay too much longer in this one. And purple continues to do absolutely nothing. Looks like he's getting a big drop ready. And I have no workers, and he destroyed all of my command centers, so that is it for me. I am all done. So, I do agree that we did not play we didn't like clock Blue at all, and he was warning us that we should. But at the same time, after he made an incredible play at the beginning of the game, and then just didn't do anything the rest of the game. And that drop, I mean, that's just too late for us. That's all she wrote. But anyways, thanks for joining me for that quick little one. Made it through half of the week, so enjoy your Thursday, and I'll catch you on the next replay.